Hello, my dear students and viewers. Welcome back to my channel, Scorpio class. So here I am with one more informative and very interesting video for all my dear viewers, especially for class 10 students, as we are going to discuss first language English passing package for the year 25-26. As you all know, we are going on with the series of passing package of first language English chapters. So here I am with lesson number 5, chapter number 5 from your text, that is what is moral action. So in this video we are going to discuss all the important questions of 1, 2, 3 and 4 markers which are likely to be asked in the exams, and most of the questions mentioned here are the repeated questions from the previous year board papers. So it's going to be very informative and important. Do not miss any part of it. So let's get started. But before that, if you're new to my channel and watching my video for the first time, do subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that you get the notification of all the upcoming videos. And also, if you feel our videos and content are helping you study better, please support us by clicking the thanks button given below the video. Okay, let's get started without any ado. Chapter name, what is moral action? Answer the following questions. Like here we are saying 1 mark questions. We are going to discuss 1 mark questions from this chapter. First question, what is non-moral action? Answer, a non-moral action is one when the action is performed mechanically without a sense of duty, conscience, or intention to do good. Second question, in the example of feeding the poor, whose action is the moral action? Answer, the action of the person who feeds the poor out of a pity and with no selfish motive is the moral action. Third question, when would the employer's act be moral? Answer, the employer's act would be moral if he wished well of the employees and treated them kindly, realizing that he owed his prosperity to them. So these are 1 mark questions, important questions from this chapter. Now we'll go to the next main, that is second, that will be 2 mark questions. But before that, let me inform you all, my dear viewers, that if you want the chapter's explanation, you can go to my playlist and you can find the explanation of each and every chapter over there. I'll also share the video link in the above I button so that you can listen to the explanation as well. And here we move on to question number 2, that is 2 markers. So let's check the first one here. Give an example of conventional behavior and a moral act. Answer, our blind adherence to certain customs and traditions is conventional behavior. Our helping others without expecting any payment or even gratitude is a moral act. Second question, what is the difference between a mechanical act and an intentional act? Answer, an action performed without conscience or moral thought is a mechanical act, just like the performance of a machine. But if an action is done with a sense of duty and power of thought, then it is an intentional act. Third question, what qualities of Daniel Webster does Gandhiji mention in the chapter? Okay, so let's see the answer. Daniel Webster was known for his great intellect and his sense of the heroic and the sublime. But once he sold his intellectual integrity for a price. By a single mean act, he wiped out all his good deeds. So this is very beautifully mentioned in the chapter. So this was the last question of 2 marks from this chapter. Now let's move on to the 3 markers from the chapter, what is non-moral action? Okay, so first question here is, what arguments does Gandhiji give to justify that a moral act should be free from fear and compulsion? Okay, answer. Gandhiji said that it is not enough if a moral action is done with good intention, but it must be done without compulsion. To prove his point, he has given the following examples. If people wake up early to go to work for the fear that they might lose job, then their action of waking up early is not a moral one. If people lead a plain and simple life because they cannot lead life in any other manner, then they are not leading a moral life. If an employer treats his employee with respect or pays wages to retain him, then this action is not moral. Okay, so they are forced, there's a compulsion, so this cannot be a moral life. So these are the examples. So this is very beautifully mentioned in the chapter. Again, the explanation is already uploaded in my playlist, and I'll be also sharing the link in the I button above at the end of this video. You can check and observe and watch the explanation too. Let's move to the second question of 3 marker. Why does Gandhiji say that Alexander's conquest cannot be called moral action? Answer. The Greek king Alexander has been described by the historian as great. During his conquests, he took the Greek language, culture, arts, and manners to the other countries. But the intention behind that act was only conquest and fame. So he can be termed as great but not moral. Okay. Now let's move on to the 4 marker questions from this chapter, which are important and could be asked in the exams. Okay, so first question here. Write on Mahatma Gandhi's comments on action prompted by motive of happiness in another world. So let's check the answer. Mahatma Gandhi told that just like an action done with motive of material gain in this world is non-moral, the actions done for comfort and personal happiness in another world is also non-moral. The action is moral, which is done only for the sake of doing well. Gandhiji gives an example of Saint Francis Xavier and Saint Teresa. Saint Francis Xavier always prayed fervently that his mind should always remain pure. For him, devotion to God was not for enjoying a higher seat after death. He prayed because it was man's duty to pray. Saint Teresa wanted people to serve God from love alone, without the fear of hell and temptation of heavenly bliss. To preserve morality, thus, demands a brave man prepared to face even death. Thus, Gandhiji says that we have to do moral action because it is right thing to do and not because it gives either earthly or heavenly benefits. So out of having benefits, if you do any action that is not moral, this is what it says. These are the examples. So now we have completed with the question answers. Now let's see some of the important extract based questions from this chapter which can be asked for 3 marks because each extract has 3 sub questions in it. So first one, the extract given here, let's read that. The great Saint Teresa wished to have a torch in her right hand and a vessel of water in her left, so that with the one she might burn the glories of heaven, and with the other extinguish the fires of hell. And men might learn to serve God from love alone, without fear of hell and without temptation of heavenly bliss. So, this is the extract from the chapter. First sub question given here is, why did Saint Teresa hold a torch in her right hand? Answer, she desired to burn the glories of heaven with the torch. Next question. What does a vessel of water signify? Answer. She desired to extinguish the fires of hell with the vessel of water. Third sub question. What was her message to humanity? Answer. She wanted people to learn to serve God from love alone, without fear of hell and without the temptation of heavenly bliss. So these are the 3 sub questions of first extract. Now let's check the second extract. Wherever he went in the course of his conquests, He took the Greek language and Greek culture, arts and manners, and today we enjoy the benefits of Greek civilization. It was all right that he was termed great, but moral he cannot be called. Again, this is extract from the same chapter. First sub question: who does he refer to? Answer: he refers to the Greek Emperor Alexander the Great. Next question: what is his contribution to mankind? Answer: he took the Greek language and the Greek culture, arts, and manners to different parts of the world, thereby enabling all of them to enjoy the benefits of Greek civilization. Next, last sub question: why does not Gandhi consider him moral? Answer: though he went to different parts of the world, the intention behind Alexander's action was only conquest and renown. Okay, so here we come to an end with the question and answers and the extract based questions of the chapter what is model action, and these are the important questions which are likely to be asked in the exams. I hope this video was informative and helpful for you all. If you liked the video and felt that it is important and informative for you all, and if you feel that our content is helping you to learn better, please consider supporting us through clicking the thanks button below the video. Your small help means a lot to us and it keeps us motivated. So thank you for today, and that's it in the video. We'll be back soon with more such videos. So stay tuned.